Hello guys, we are going to dive into the world of macros once again, but this time we will focus on recording and running them. Macros are incredible time savers and recording them can make our life so much easier. In this lesson, we will explore how to record macros using the built-in recorder. And the first thing you have to do is to open your Excel. So this is our Excel and this is the data set I'll be working with in this lesson. To get where you can find your macro, you just go to the view tab, which is this. Click on the view tab. Then you can see macro at the right hand side. What you will do is to click on the drop down, which is this one here. Then you go to record macro. Then this will show up and you give your macro a name. So let's enter a name. Let's call it testing. Okay, and you have the opportunity to give it a shortcut key. So let's say H. Let's give it H. So the shortcut key is Ctrl Shift H. So that will do the work for us. Then store macro in where, always use this workbook for that. So you have a lot of options, but always choose this workbook. Then you can choose to include a description if you want to, but you can skip that. When you are done with everything, you just click OK. So our macro is already recording. If you want to see that, you can take your mouse here and choose. You can see stop recording. So it is already recording. So let's now perform the activity we want macro to record and help us automate. So I want to change all these to proper case, and I want to use the Excel function to do that. So I just use the equal to, then the proper, open the bracket, then we choose this, close the bracket, then hit the enter button. That gives us the uppercase. Then we use flash fill to fill up the other cells. Okay, so this is what we want to do, and we have done it. Then we can click stop recording as I am done performing the actions I want to automate. So I take my mouse here and click stop recording. Okay, so we have created our first macro, but wait, where is the recorded macro? Because we can't find it here. We can't really see where our recorded macro is. It's very easy to view all the available Excel macros. Just select view. You can still go back to your view, then go to macros. You can see view macros here. You click on it, then you will see all the macro that has been created in your Excel. So we only have one macro here, which is the one we gave testing. So you just see it here, it's testing. You can also click this edit here to view the VBA code window. So let's see it for ourselves. Now this is our VBA code window. You can see testing because that's the name of our macro. Then testing macro, this is the keyboard shortcut. Remember, I gave it a shortcut key, which is Ctrl Shift H, and this is it. So this is the VBA code for that macro. As you can see, you don't have to write VBA code for macro. Excel automatically generated each code line based on the recorded keystrokes and mouse clicks. So this is the code line for the action that I performed. So you don't need to write VBA code. Excel automatically generate the code line based on the recorded keystrokes and the mouse clicks. Okay, so let's close it and go back to our Excel sheet. All right, now we have done that. Let's try to copy this same data set to another sheet. So let's paste it here and perform that same activity to see if we get the same result. So let's assume that you were given this data set and you were told to clean it up, and you want to clean it by correcting the case to proper case. So remember, the shortcut is Ctrl Shift H. Now that's what I will just do and see what will happen. So let me hold my Ctrl Shift H button and see what is going to happen. Ctrl Shift H. We already have everything. You can see within seconds we have already done that same job that I did in the previous worksheet. All I did was just to hold Ctrl Shift H, which is a shortcut key, and that action we performed in the previous worksheet was done within seconds. As you can see, it worked. So we don't need to start performing that activity again. This has helped us to automate this process. You can see what we did here using the exec function manually before we could get this proper case here. We don't need to do that activity here again. All we just need to do is to use our Control Shift H button, which is the shortcut, and everything was done at once. I'm very sure you have been able to see how macros help us to save time and become more productive. As far as you know what you want to do and you don't want to repeat that process all over again, you just need to record it with macro and store it there, so that next time when you want to perform that same action, you just use your macro and macro will do everything for you. So you won't need to start it from the beginning again from scratch.